welcome back to Ellie's channel. Hope everyone is having a blessed day. Stay safe and God bless. Right now, this would be, I believe, it's part 5 of The Forgotten Wife. And to pick up where we left off yesterday, basically Riley decided to attend church service at her sister's church. Which went well until after service, she goes to her car and sees a note on her car basically saying, while you were at service, pray that your husband stays at home and out of my bed. The only person I could think of that would do something like that would be Octavia. But we'll see. So we're gonna pick it up from where we left off. Right now we're with Todd, which reads, I hear the garage going up, so I meet Riley at the door. I walk out and get TJ, who is sleeping, from his seat. Hey, how was church? I ask Riley, walking in behind her. Can you lay him down so we could talk? Sure. I take him into his room and come back into the kitchen. Are you hungry? No, I had lunch with Reagan. Here, she says. What's this? It was on my windshield when I came out of church. My mouth falls open. Riley, look, Todd, I don't want another apology, but I am tired of being on this merry-go-round of mess. I realize I cannot make you change or be who I need you to be, and I am sorry for ever thinking I could. What are you saying? Do you really want a divorce? I do, but I promised Reagan I would give it 30 days. 30 days and then what? Then we figure out what's next. After all these years, our marriage has come down to a probationary period. That's all I have the strength to give. I laugh. What's funny? You go to church one time and come home acting like you're holier than thou. You are no angel, Riley. I didn't say I was, but what are we doing, Todd? What is this? Neither of us are happy and you know it. Whatever, Riley. Why are you so upset? Can you honestly say this marriage has been a priority to you? No, but I am trying to fix it. How? Last I checked, you are screwing the help, and I'm the one being harassed and embarrassed. The least you can do is keep her on a leash and away from your wife. Just tell me what you want. I want some space to figure this out. Can you give me that? Fine. If space is what you want, then space is what you will get. I storm out of the house and jump into my truck, headed straight to Octavia's house. By the time I pull into the driveway, I get out and she meets me at the door. What's up, boo? What do I owe this visit? Why would you put this picture on my wife's car? What are you talking about? She bends down and picks it up. I don't know what other chick you're sleeping with, but this is not me. Stop lying. Who else could it be? That's for you to find out. But since you're here, she says, stepping back to let her robe open. I grab her by the throat, pushing her further into the house. This is not a joke. Why are you messing with my family? When I release her, she slides down on the floor crying. What is wrong with you? She asks, rubbing her throat. Leave my family alone. I turn to walk away, but she grabs my leg. All I want is you, Todd, and I know you want me. I push her away. No, I don't. Stay away from my family. Walking out to my truck, I hear her screaming, Todd, you cannot leave me. I get into my truck and pull off, deciding to go to my first restaurant instead of Lily's too, because I knew if Octavia decided she'd go there. It is run by the general manager and head chef, Logan, who isn't all up in my business like Roman. I surprise him when I walk in. Hey, Todd, were we supposed to meet today? No, I am just here to take care of some things. I will be in the office, but I do not want to be disturbed. Yes, sir. I go in and slam the door before beginning to pace. Think, Todd, you've got to fix this, I say, talking to myself. My phone vibrates in my pocket, but I don't bother to answer it. It continues to throb against my leg, so I remove it and see it's Octavia. I press decline and block her number. I go over to the computer at the desk. Once it powers on, I bring up the internet to search for a restraining order procedures, and nanny cams. My phone vibrates with a text from an unknown number. You cannot get rid of me that easy, but if you want to play, let's play. Be warned, you may not like the outcome. My reply, Octavia, leave me alone, please. Text, my pleasure. Riley. The next morning, I walk into the office to find Raul pacing. What's up with you? I ask. Are you serious? Did dude respond? Shoot, I haven't checked. I've had so much going on. He looks at me. What? Ma'am, if you don't give me this stuff and get your tail in there and open your email, why didn't you check with your pushy self? Hello, you sent it from your email account, so I couldn't. Oh, my bad. Yes, you're bad. Now get to going. I shake my head while handing him the things in my arm. Getting to my desk, I open my laptop and wait for it to power on. Once it does, I log in and pull up the email. He responded. I say, starting to read it. To Editor-in-Chief. Subject, the forgotten wife. Wow, is this about you or me? Anyway, I do take responsibility for the part I played, but she should have tried harder to talk to me instead of sleeping with some random dude. This is the problem with society now. Women are quick to give up instead of fight, and now she may be losing a good man. Does cheating have something to do with a woman's self-esteem or something? Yes, I admit to forgetting her, but she never should have cheated. I understand she has needs, but she was wrong for the way she handled it. Period. Sincerely, Samson. What did he say? By the look on your face, it had to be something stupid. Read for yourself. I get up from my desk and allow Raul to sit. If this is what he's like in real life, I can see why she cheated. His lips are moving as he reads. He opens his mouth to say something, but instead slaps his forehead. Either this dude thinks he is God's gift to the world, or he has to be stuck on stupid. Man, I wish I knew his name because I look him up on Facebook. I know, right? But I am glad we don't, because this is going to make it even better. Please tell me you're about to respond. You know I am. He moves, and I take my seat back. I grab the computer and hit the reply button. To Samson. Subject, the forgotten wife. You are a piece of work. You say your wife should have tried harder, but I am willing to bet she did. Let me guess. You were too busy being the good man. How'd that work for you? Maybe you should lose that big ego and actually listen to your wife. Oh, and for your information, sir, cheating has nothing to do with a woman having low self-esteem. On the contrary, it's all about feeling wanted and appreciated. It is quite obvious your wife needed the attention, or she never would have went looking for it. Now, while you may be a good man, you are a terrible husband, but it can be fixed. Are you willing? Signed, a forgotten wife. P.S. I plan on printing our email exchanges in a new column of the magazine. I hit send. I look up at Raul, who is staring at me. Get the team in here. We need to revamp the entire middle section of May's issue. This will be the feature. When he leaves, I walk over to the whiteboard in my office and grab a marker. In big red letters, I write the words, The Forgotten Wife. Todd. Sitting in my office at Lily's 2, staring out the window, someone taps on my door. Not now. The door opens anyway. Dang, you still in a foul mood? I thought giving you a few days would have cooled you off by now. What do you want, Octavia? I'm checking to see if you have come to your senses. As a matter of fact, I have. I am willing to give you your last check and time to clean out your locker and vacate the premises. She laughs while walking toward me, unbuttoning her shirt. We both know you don't mean that, and I forgive you for choking me. Octavia, don't even think about it. What am I thinking about? Whatever it is, I want no parts of. Take your check and leave, I say, holding out an envelope. Aw, so this is really what you want. Are you firing me? because your wife got offended? No, I am firing you because you got com- complacent and forgot your place. My place? Negro, I am nobody's lapdog. You came on to me and not the other way around. I did because I thought you could handle the position of being a side piece, but clearly I was wrong. She chuckles. A side piece? Baby, if anybody is a side piece, it's your wife. Not anymore. She has been promoted. Until your next victim. What did you say? You heard me. You're nothing but an egotistical jerk. And I hope you get what you deserve because karma is a bitch. Well, I'll be sure to let her know. Let her know you send your regards. Now get out. Are you sure this is what you want? I have never been sure of anything. Then you leave me no choice. What are you talking about? I asked, clasping my hands on the desk. I'm going to sue you for sexual harassment. Octavia, we both know I did not sexually harass you. If anything, I am the one being sexually harassed. Close your shirt. Yeah, but the courts don't. You know, with this big Me Too movement, I can say just about anything and they'll go for it. Would you really ruin my reputation, marriage, and business over some meaningless sex? Meaningless sex. You can call it whatever you want, but I remember being the one you came to after working here all night, or the one who rubbed your back prior to putting you to sleep, and you call it meaningless? Girl, I almost felt something with that little speech, I say, pretending to be emotional. Forget you, Todd. If you think you can mess me over and not feel my wrath, think again. I'll see you in court. Who knows? Maybe I'll leak it to the news. Ciao. She turns to leave. Octavia, wait. She slowly turns with a smile on her face. I was hoping it wouldn't have to come to this, but in your words, you leave me no choice. Whatever, do what you want because it all boils down. It's still on you to prove your innocence. All I have to do is make the accusation. You are a pathetic woman. Well, I have you to thank for that. You may not think so after this. I get up and walk over to the cabinet. You see, after everything you pulled so far, I knew you would hold true to the threat of blackmail. So I installed a camera to cover my ass. She laughs. I don't believe you. I shrug before walking back to my desk. I punch a few keys on the iPad and turn it for her to see. I press play. Yeah, but the courts don't. You know, with this whole thing, Me Too movement, I can say just about anything and they'll go for it. The video plays. Her smile quickly fades. You son of a bitch. Goodbye, Octavia. Give me my damn check and I will leave. Nah, I think we will call it even. Have a nice life, boo. She throws me the middle finger and walks out, passing Roman on the way. Everything good, boss? No, but it will be. You finally fire, old girl? Look, Roman, I appreciate your concern, but I got this. He laughs. If you say so. He walks out, but then comes back. Why isn't your wife enough? Excuse you? Why isn't the woman you have at home enough for you? Damn, you act like you got a thing for my wife. Don't you have your own at home? Man, like I told you, I know what you said, but that was you and your mistakes. Unlike you, I know how to handle my wife. He laughs. This is you handling it? I like I let Octavia get too close because I wasn't thinking with the right head, but it will not happen again. What happened to you? When I started here, your wife was all you talked about. Now she's my business. And if you want to keep your fucking job, you will stay out of it. This is my last time telling you. Okay, he says, throwing his hands up in defense, but you might be singing a different tune when she finds someone else to do what you want. She already did that, but it didn't work. I laugh. She thought having an affair would get my attention, and I pretended like it did. I went home and we argued, but it did not stop me from going home with Octavia the next night. Brother, just when I thought I heard it all, I hope you know what you're doing. I do. Now close the door on your way out, I tell him, sitting back at the desk. Riley. I was getting ready to turn my car off when I hear Liam's name. I turn up the volume of the radio. Prominent Memphis judge Liam James will be truly missed by all those who knew him. That he will. Thank you, Jervica. For those of you who just joined us, a family spokesman released a statement on the recent unexpected passing of Judge Liam James, who died from injuries received in a car accident yesterday evening. I sit there in a minute, dazed by the news, before I turn my car off and make a mad dash into the event space just as this very, and I do mean very nice looking man is coming out. Hey, are you closing? I am. Can I help you? I had an appointment 30 minutes ago with Josie. Are you Miss Patrick? I am, but please call me Riley. Riley, Josie had an emergency and had to leave. She asked me to wait for you, but I didn't think you were coming. I am so sorry. I had an emergency at the office, but I will not hold you. I'll call Josie in the morning and reschedule. No, that will not be necessary. Come on in and I can help you. That's okay. I don't want to keep you from your wife. There is no wife waiting for me, so why don't you come in and allow me to see if I can meet your needs? I smile at him. Well, okay then. I feel his eyes on me as I walk past. My name is Maxwell, and I believe Josie was supposed to show you around our event space. Is that correct? That's correct. Cool. Please follow me and I will show you around. Is there anything specific you want to see this evening? Nothing in particular, but everything. I know that sounds weird. No, I understand. This is my first party for for your magazine that has been in business 5 years. I see you done your research. Of course, I make it a habit to know about everything that happens here. Is that right? Of course, especially when it involves a woman as beautiful as you. Flattery, I like it. He smiles. We take pride in making sure our clients are pleased, he says, looking me up and down. And I hope you are as equally pleased with what you see. I feel my jaw heating up as he puts his hand on the small of my back to lead me through the doors. How many guests are you expecting? 50 to 75. What about food? Are we handling that for you? No, it is being catered, and I've already given Josie all of the information. I am planning to have different food stations set up throughout the hall. Great. Well, this is the entrance to the main hall where we can have a bar set up if you plan on having cocktail hour. I do. He leads me through another set of double doors. This is the main hall. You can have the tables arranged to your choosing. There is also a stage, and we can handle the sound if you plan on using it. Cool. Would you like to see the kitchen area in the back? No, I will not be the one using it, so I'll just assume it'll meet the needs of the caterer. What about questions? Josie said you all can handle the setup, decor, and cleanup. Is that correct? We can, he replies as he continues to walk. Awesome. Well, I have seen enough, Maxwell. Thank you for taking the time to wait for me. It was my pleasure. Please have Josie send the final contracts, and I will get them signed and sent back with the deposit. Or I can bring them if you would like to meet me for lunch or an early dinner. Oh, I can't. I am married. Lucky man, he says. He is, even though he doesn't realize it, but I'll be sure to tell him you said it. Well, Miss Riley, whenever you are ready for a taste of a real man who will appreciate a woman like you, call me, he says, kissing the back of my hand. Until then, I will make sure Josie has the contracts to you by the end of the day tomorrow. Thank you again, Maxwell. It was great meeting you. I make it to the car, and I have to fan myself. That man was gorgeous, smelled good, and can undress you with his eyes. Jesus. Good evening, Miss Riley. TJ is in his room. He has already had dinner and a bath, but he isn't quite ready for bed. Thank you, Maribel. You are welcome, ma'am. Is there anything else you need before I head home? Yes, there is something I want to discuss with you. Yes, ma'am. Is there something wrong? Nothing is wrong, but Todd and I may be separating. Oh, Miss Riley, it will be okay. I am in the process of making final decisions, so there is nothing finalized. However, I am sure one of us will be moving out. When that happens, will you be okay taking care of TJ in two separate houses? Yes, ma'am. Great. It may not come to that, but I wanted to make you aware. Once we have the details worked out, I will let you know. Thank you, Miss Riley, and I will see you on tomorrow. Once she leaves, my phone rings with a call from Todd. I put it on speaker. What's up, Todd? Hey, are you home? I am. Why? I am about to leave the restaurant headed home. What does that have to do with me? Riley, I know I have no right to ask, but can you please wait up for me? I roll my eyes. Todd, we both know you aren't coming home. I am, I promise. I am leaving now. Then we shall see. I hang up and walk into the playroom. Mommy, hey baby, how was your day? Good, he says, wrapping his arms around my neck. Are you ready for bed? He shakes his head no. Movie? Okay, I relent. Stay here while mommy takes a shower, then I'll come back and get you. Okay. I grab the remote to his TV and turn the volume down. I leave his door open before walking into my bedroom to lay my phone on the nightstand. I get some pajamas and go into the bathroom, leaving the door open in case TJ comes in. I turn on the water, pin my hair up, remove my makeup, and undress, then step in the shower. 10 minutes later, I get out, dry off, oil my body, and get dressed. Turning the light off, I go to get TJ, but he is asleep in his chair. I pick him up and place him in bed. I turn off the light and walk back into my bedroom. I look at my phone, and it's been 45 minutes since Todd called. Shaking my head, I slide under the covers and grab the remote to catch up on the latest episode of SWAT when I hear a noise up front. Todd, I mute the TV and throw the cover back, stepping out of the bedroom door. Todd, Todd. Hey, boss, you headed home? I am, but I see the dining room is packed. You sure you don't need me to stay? Man, I got this. Go home to your family. I nod at him, grab my bag, and head out. Making it to the door, Mario, my bartender, yells my name. Todd, I was wondering if I could talk to you about something. Can it wait? I really have somewhere to be. Not really. I have another offer for a job. You do? Where? There's a new bar opening in Collierville. It's owned by my wife's father and say no more. When will you be leaving? 2 weeks, maybe 3. Okay, that's fine. And thanks for letting me know. Can we talk more on tomorrow because I would like your help in finding a replacement. Sure thing. I'm sorry to do this to you. You don't have to apologize. You are a great worker and even better friend. Your father-in-law would be crazy to have anyone else running his bar. Thank you, Todd. I walk out the back door to see Octavia standing next to my truck. I look at my watch and shake my head. I don't have time for whatever you are here to do. Look, I am sorry about the way I have handled everything. Octavia, keep your apology and get off my property. Todd, I know I was wrong, but the least you can do is give me 5 minutes when I've given you the last 5 months of my life. The least I can do is not knock you on your ass. Why are you being so mean? All I want to do is talk to you. Fine, talk fast. You want to stand here? I don't mind. But I know you may not want anyone seeing us. But Come on, but I don't have long. I unlock the door and she gets in. As soon as I close the door, the phone rings with a call from Riley, but I press ignore. What is it? Make it fast because I need to go. Oh, now you're in a rush to get home to your wife. Todd, what happened between us? I thought we were good for each other. What we had wasn't a relationship. You knew I had a wife at home. Your wife isn't my problem. She's yours. And she didn't seem to be a priority when you were spending every night with me. My phone rings again with a call from Riley, but Octavia snatches my phone. What are you doing? I'm trying to talk to you, she says, dropping the phone on the floor. I know I messed up, but can we fix this some kind of way? She leans over and kisses me. Please, she coos. Can we fix this? No. Come on, Todd. One last time. Her hand slides down between my legs. For a moment, I lay my head back on the seat. You know you miss the feel of my mouth. When I feel her unzipping my pants, I don't stop her. Tell me you want this. I don't say anything. And for the next 10 minutes, she pleases me in the truck in the parking lot of my restaurant. When she is done, she kisses me on the lips. I push her away and fix my pants. Come home with me. I can't. Damn it, Todd. What about my feelings? Get out. Are you serious after everything I have done for you? She cries. Baby, the only thing you are good at is handling my heart cock and a dinner service, but you aren't the only one capable of those responsibilities. Next time, stay in your place. She wipes her face. Can I at least get my last check? I need the money. Fine, but do not come here again. I get my bag from the back seat and give her the check. I mean it, Octavia. Do not come here again. She opens the door and stops. Can I ask you a question? Yes, and then you'll have to get out. What if you didn't have a wife? What? If you didn't have a wife, could you love me? Why would you ask me that? It was just a question. Goodbye, Todd. When she gets out, I fix my clothes and pull off. I turn down the street to see police lights in front of my house. I put the truck in park and jump out. Whoa, sir, you cannot go in there. This is my house. You still cannot go in. Where is my wife and son? Stay here. He walks over to another man who points to me. They begin walking toward me. Sir, my name is Detective Hunter Collins. What is your name? Todd Patrick. Is my wife and son all right? We've been trying to reach you, Mr. Patrick, he says. Where is my wife and son? Sir, I am sorry to have to tell you this, but your wife was the victim of an attack tonight. What? Where is she? She has been transported to Regional 1. Where is my son? Was he hurt? No, he's with a member of social services. Was it a home invasion or something? We are not sure, but we are investigating. Do you know if your wife had any enemies? Enemies? Of course not. No, of course not. What about you? I instantly think of Octavia, but I say no. Detective, can you at least tell me if my wife is alive? The doctors will have to discuss that with you at the hospital. Now, I need to ask you some more questions. Where is my son? He motions for an officer who walks over holding TJ, and he is crying. Daddy, he says, reaching out his arms. I'm here. Mommy, he cries, burying his head into my shoulder. I know. We will find Mommy. Detective, can I please take my son to his nanny? He's been through enough already. For now, but I will need to get him in front of a detective who specializes in speaking with children who have seen trauma. Wait, are you saying we don't know what he saw? Hence the reason we need him to speak to a detective. I squeeze inside her as I begin to cry. Who would do this to her? We don't know, but we were hoping you did. Detective, I will answer any questions you have, but first I need to get to my wife. I walk back to my truck, and when I try to put TJ in his seat, he starts to scream. It takes me over 5 minutes to get him calm. When I finally get into the driver's seat, I reach over and grab my phone from the floor, realizing Octavia turned it off. When I power it on, I have 5 voicemails. I ignore them and call Maribel. I try to explain a little of what's going on before letting her know I am headed to her house. Sir, can I help you? I was told my wife was brought here by ambulance. Her name is Riley, Ryllee, Patrick. She taps on the computer. She is still being triaged by the doctors. Go through the double doors and to the end of the hall. There is a button on the wall. Push it, and the nurses there can assist you. I nervously wait over 30 minutes until a nurse calls my name. I follow her back to the trauma bay. Dr. Ware, this is Mr. Patrick, she says. Doctor, how is my wife? She is stable, but she suffered lacerations to her face and neck, some broken ribs on both sides, as well as a broken ankle. We will need to repair her ankle with surgery. Can I see her? Yes, but she is sedated. I go into her room and my heart drops at the sight of her. Her face is swollen and covered in cuts. Oh my God, who would do this to you? I ask, rubbing her face. She opens her eyes. Riley, baby, I am right here. Where were you? She whispers before the machines start to beep. The nurses rush in. Sir, we're going to have to ask you to step out. What's happening? Sir, please. After a few minutes of waiting, Dr. Ware comes out. Doctor, what happened? She has what is called a traumatic pneumothorax. It means her right lung collapsed from being punctured by the broken ribs. We've had to insert a chest tube to help her breathe, and she will need immediate surgery. A nurse will keep you updated. I begin to pace when my phone rings with a call from an unknown number. I press decline, but a few seconds later, it rings again. Yeah, hello. Todd, the phone is breaking up. Octavia, there is a lot of noise. Todd, I'm sorry. Octavia, I cannot hear you. You didn't mean what? She is saying something, but I can't make it out. If I found out you had anything to do with attacking my wife, I'll kill you. I released the call and turned to Detective Collins, standing there. Sir, would you like to tell me what's going on, here or down at the station? Wow. So we're going to stop right there. Wow, it's already 30 minutes. This is the longest that I've read. Okay, well, yes, we're going to stop right there, and we'll pick it up later with Detective Hunter Collins on my next video, and I guess they'll discuss on what's going on. It's getting really crazy, really chaotic right now, and it all started from cheating. So yeah, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you guys later. Bye.